almost a whole year for the next series of Bridgerton. But luckily for us, uploader Stephanie has something up her sleeve.
Many different dramas, scandal going on, and there's lots of scandal at the Bridlington Hotel.
With her radio play, we'll hear that in just a moment.
BBC Upload.
BBC Upload.
The best in new comedy, poetry and spoken word.
Well, it turns out Stephanie has been kind of inspired by these kind of drama pieces like Bridgerton.
Many different dramas, scandal going on, and there's lots of scandal at the Bridlington Hotel.
Which is good because it's tying me over to when Bridgerton does come out next year.
BBC Upload with Hannah.
Here's her piece.
Lady Perklington-Smythe scanned the reception desk of the Bridlington Hotel, decidedly unimpressed with the whole affair. Much to her disgust, Emily was still as keen as ever in her new role. But as far as she was concerned, daughters were intended as good wives who understood how to keep house and did as they were bid. They were not intended as low-paid employees of jobs which they had no need for, humouring people who had nothing better to do than turn up at the same time every day, just to snatch a look at the daily papers and drain the tea urn. But it's fun, Emily insisted, and it keeps me busy. Heaven knows there's only so long I can sit around waiting for Mr. Right. Allowing her this one triumph was the biggest mistake Lady Perklington-Smythe had ever made. In a moment of weakness one evening over one too many sherries, she'd been stupid enough to say yes to her daughter's pleas, and now she was paying dearly for it. She glared at Emily with contempt. This girl was about as far removed from her as it was possible for a girl to be. She was smaller than she expected and had unnecessarily full lips that she insisted on smothering in red lipstick. Why couldn't she just grow up? Oof, she was as obstinate as her father. Emily, come here. Emily sailed over, a defiant look on her face. She had little time for her mother's gossip. The work ethic inherited from her late father ensured that. And why should she take time out of her day to listen to the one person responsible for years of suffocation and emotional blackmail? What is it, Mother? I haven't authorised that skirt. Where's your uniform? Get back behind the front desk where no one can see you. What do you think you're playing at? Emily sighed. Can't have been that important then. Never mind. The best thing to do with Mother is comply. Until it isn't. Good thing she's not here that often. Okay, Mother. Emily hurried back to her station, taking in the sights and sounds along the way. Life was good at the Bridlington Hotel. She was at her best amongst the hustle and bustle, madness and mayhem associated with the hotel lobby. And as this was the biggest and most prestigious hotel on the coast of East Riding, the energy here was off the charts. Its facade was high Victorian, with row upon row of arches sculpted from rich red brick. These hugged tall sash windows and contrasting columns of green marble, sliced with thick stripes of cream render, a visual reminder of just how wide the building really was. In its centre, a grand entrance was approached by a broad flight of stone steps, gracefully moulded to ensure no hard edges. And the revolving doors, either side, were trimmed in highly polished brass. This was an elegant feminine facade, but no less functional for it. The Bridlington Hotel was a well-oiled machine, a show pony amongst the many seafront donkeys, and the East Riding community was proud to lay claim to its legendary reviews and unblemished reputation. And that's how it will remain if I have anything to do with it, thought Lady Perklington-Smythe. The shareholders must be kept sweet, and I've got appearances to keep up.
Ooh, sounds like there's some drama about to go down at the Bridlington Hotel. Not a real hotel, by the way. Well, uploader Stephanie Poppins, what a brilliant name, has sent in her radio play to bbc.co.uk/upload, and it really reminded me of Bridgerton. Like a period drama like Downton Abbey, a little bit Pride and Prejudice. Well, Stephanie's been telling me why she wanted to write her radio play.
BBC Upload with Hannah.
Set in the east coast of East Riding, and it's about a hotel, a prestigious hotel in the 1950s, which was, well, it's completely fictional, but it was based on the Bridlington seaside resort and the many dramas that went on within a hotel setting.
It's reminding me of films like the Grand Budapest Hotel, actually, and Downton Abbey.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's along those lines.
Do you love being by the sea then, Stephanie?
I love being by the sea, yeah. And there's always so much going on in a hotel. I've watched hotel series before and thought, right, okay, well, there's great scope for imagination here. Many different dramas, scandal going on, and there's lots of scandal at the Bridlington Hotel. So, yeah, this idea that we can immerse ourselves and sort of detach from the 21st century and just go back in time and, you know, dive into this dramatic make-believe.
And I love those kind of things because you do get immersed in that life, and when something goes awry, well, they all start to notice and get a little bit suspicious of each other, don't they?
They do. And with Bridlington, of course, this is the story is centred around Emily, who is the daughter of Lady Perklington-Smythe. So Emily is railing against the fact that her mother's trying to prevent her from realising her inheritance.
Sounds like you're really setting the stage for a mystery here, Stephanie. I just wonder, have you had to do lots of trips to Bridlington to really get the idea of where this mystery hotel would be and maybe kind of really immerse yourself in that seaside life?
Yeah, I mean, it's set on the beachfront itself. And it's very much it's an amalgamation of many different beachfront hotels I have seen and stayed in over the years.
And how often did you have to go to Bridlington to really paint that picture for yourself?
I've been there so many times.
Yeah.
With any narrative, I've drawn on many different experiences that I've had in many different beachfront hotels. So, as I'm sure you know, us writers, we're like magpies. We pick little bits wherever we go, and then we put them all together. We create a world with those.
Are there any special bits of Bridlington where you've based this story that you just love to go back and see again and again?
I just love the sea. I love that backdrop. It's very dramatic, and I think that any beachfront, but specifically the Bridlington beachfront, it's just so vast, and it's like home.
Stephanie Poppins there. You can find her on Instagram as well for more of her work. And if you miss Stephanie's amazing radio play, there will be another chance to hear it after 7:30 this evening.